growing up in the Motor City, I think just from a young age, I always took a liking to cars. And my father always took me to the auto show every year. So from a very young age, I was going around seeing the new cars on display, grabbing the brochures, cutting them up, putting them on my wall as posters, and it just was something that I loved personally and I'm fascinated by. And I think right now, where we are in 2018, it's kind of like a pivotal moment where, like, for the first time ever, like, the relevancy of the automobile is being challenged, and it might not happen overnight, but it kind of forces you to think, like, what's the future of the car and how are things going to be for the next generation or even later on in our lives. I love cars of all vintage, but the classic cars, they weren't always my thing, but they kind of speak to me. They make me think, I think, more than like a modern car is capable of doing. It's just what's the story? If this car could talk, what would it say? What's its story? Its ownership history. Where's it going to be in a decade or 2 decades? Are the people with the knowledge of maintaining these cars and keeping them on the road still going to be working, still going to be alive in some cases? And that's why I took a focus on more of the vintage cars versus newer modern cars, though a few modern cars do appear in some of the shots. Being a Detroiter, you have a very limited amount of kind of nice weather months. So, you know, winter, the salt, the potholes, they take a toll on a lot of cars, especially some of these older classic cars. So they're by no means something that people are driving and enjoying year round. They're typically stored in garages for 6 to 7 months out of the year, and it's once summer hits, it's kind of like the season. Like, you're planning your calendar. You're scheduling vacations around which events you want to attend, car related events in the city. To me, it's fascinating. A lot of people spend those winter months working on the cars just to have them ready in time for the start of summer, and just to enjoy them, for that very limited time.